Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the Griftlands, where today, our friend Viren is in trouble. Oh no, we gotta save him before it's too late. I don't actually know, I don't know if this situation still happens narratively if we don't go to it, if there will be negative consequences for Viren if we don't save him, but the other orange thing here is just an opportunity to exchange work for money, and I think we can skip that in order to potentially save someone's life. People do have a way of getting into trouble here in the bog. Find Viren under Urbla's heel, looking one blow away from the worst day of his life. Well, obviously I jump in. You make enough of a racket to draw Urbla's attention, and Viren looks up at you with wide eyes. Rook? This has nothing to do with you, Grifter. Stay out of it. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to convince Urbla to leave on account of I have 5 resolve. Here's the thing. Rook's in a real hurry this time. We're gonna have to just do a thing. This is self-defense. This is the thing that Rook yells out as he leaps into battle in order to absolve himself of any consequences. So this being self-defense, I think means I'm allowed to kill with no consequences? I don't know, it's secluded area means you're allowed to kill with no consequences. I don't actually know what this is going to do. Anyway, ammo pouch. Alright, I was kind of hoping to get the card that lets you inflict some burns so that we can make good use of Crackle. Since we didn't get that, I guess drawing 2 cards isn't really going to be very good for us, I don't think. All of the cards in our deck are kind of whatever. So I guess I'll just take the damage. We're not even going to play it for the bonus damage, because it's more efficient to use the charge on that. And then do we want to... I mean, Crackle does more damage than either of the blasts is going to do. Or at least as much, anyway. Ow. My face. Those are pretty nice gloves. Well... So we don't actually have to hunker down here at all. As it is, at the end of the turn, we're gonna get enough defense. We can just play Crank, I guess. Yeah, let's get some XP on Crank. Okay, so we are fully charged. Some cards have additional effects when your stuff is fully charged. Let's see if ammo wants to give us... Nope. When you attack this target, gain one charge and reduce mark by 1. So, let's talk about overcharging. Can you overcharge by default, or do you have to get an upgrade for that? Let's find out. And I'm just gonna attack normally before doing hair trigger, because I want to see if we can overcharge. Okay. Yes. So, for each stack of overcharge you have, the max damage of all of your cards is increased. Your overcharge goes down by half at the end of the turn. I think we're just going to go ahead and hair trigger here and then take a real big punch across the face. It's fine. I barely even use my face. Oh, hey. Right, we're still in Grout Bog. I forgot. So you have 6 points left on you. Let's do a blast for some XP before delivering the lethal kick. Oh, right, you're not giving up because you're stunned. Okay, there we go. I think we let it go, right? I think Rook lets it go. Alright, 7 resolve puts us in a position where we can maybe do a negotiation. That was, it was expensive, though. Expensive in terms of health. Scorched. Burn cannot decay by more than 2 stacks per turn. Whenever burn is triggered, remove some Scorched. We could be in sort of a burn strategy, right? That Crackle that we took on. Ooh, if we're in a burn strategy, do we want Scorched over Mantle? Yeah, I kind of think so, right? Like, I want some sources of burn. Alright, stop. I won't go anywhere near you or Viren again, alright? My grudge dies here, so that I don't. Alright, that's a deal. Break it, and I'll break your neck. Now get lost. Herbalist slinks off. She'll be lucky if she makes it back to town. Thanks, Rook. You actually saved my skin there. Yeah, it's the least I could do. Come on, let's get you somewhere safe. Viren loves you. At the end of their turn, surrendered allies regain 10% of their maximum health. Well, that's not a very good boon. I mean, we almost never see an ally actually end up in the surrendered state. I guess we'll see if it comes up here. Yes, I have returned. I'm gonna wait for my friend. I'm gonna buy a meal. That's a lot of healing. And it's not really that much money. So it gives us a bad card, just a dead card in our hand, but I think I'm gonna take it just for safety's sake, because we still got some day left. Alright. Bloated. It's a shame. This card is automatically removed on sleep, and we can pay 2 actions when we draw it to just destroy it permanently. I suppose that counts as food. Nothing else for me, barkeep. I'm only here to meet someone. Ain't none of my business, is it? You lean against the bar and watch the crowd as you wait for sunset. With the last of the light, Philemo walks through the door. And we don't know anybody else here. I'm not gonna bother changing up our relationships anymore. Ah, this place brings back memories. I won a lot of money. That's not the voice I don't remember voices from day to day. He was like down here, right? Ah, this place brings back memories. I won a lot of money playing cards at this very table. Is that why you brought me here? To play cards? I have something even better in store for you, old friend. I want you to infiltrate the Rise. It's time we put an end to this worker rebellion. I see. I'm to find out who's in charge, a member list? I'm very good at putting names on lists. Oh, I know who's in charge. It's that Prindo Calandra. I want you to get close to her. Make yourself invaluable. Then we'll take it from there. And how am I to do that when I can be seen having a friendly chat with a prominent Spark Baron? Why, we're only talking, and you're very tricky. The taps here loosen tongues, and I have valuable information. The kind of information that would be very valuable to the Rise. Not if the intel isn't good. The intel's very real, I assure you. We'll take a few casualties, but it's a price I'm willing to pay. So, I'm to convince them I'm a double agent. You are a double agent. Please, Rook, this is child's play compared to your Admiralty days. Yeah, okay, I can follow what's going on so far, that sounds fine. Very well, I imagine I shouldn't just march right up to this Prindo Calandra, of course. Try turning yourself in at one of the cells. I happen to know the location of one. Take it nice and slow. As you say, you've been seen with me. It'll take some convincing that you're on the level. Especially because their suspicions will be well-founded. I have no plan for extracting you if things go sour, old friend. So, do try not to mess this up. Your loyalty's inspiring as always, Philemo. Philemo serves you only a wink in response as he pays his tab and makes for the door. He's kinda always winking, though. How do I even know that that's... Okay, never mind. Well, I suppose we have a plan, then. We could also go to a peaceful clearing in the bog. I assume that the peaceful clearing in the bog will let us restore some resolve, and honestly, we could probably use that. We have definitely had a pretty rough first day here. We've gotten a lot of work done, we've got a lot of XP on cards and stuff, but still. You follow the path until you get to the clearing. You take a seat on a soft patch of grass, taking in the soft sounds of critters in the bog. So we can restore a lot of resolve at the cost of a little bit of HP. I think that's probably doable. You punch up a small mound of moss to use as a pillow and find a comfortable position to drift off in. When you finally wake up, you feel completely refreshed, but also a bit sore from lying on the ground. Wow, that's all it takes to lose 5 HP? It must be a pretty big bit. Oh, and also we have been accosted. Or I'm about to accost somebody, maybe. A lone figure is loitering at the side of the road. Hey, pal, you got a shill to spare for an out-of-work laborer? Yeah, actually, I do. I do, in fact, have shills. So I can just give you 50, and you'll give me whatever your boon is. Or I can hire you on, and maybe... Do I feel like I need this? My concern is if I hire Pluck on, I'm not sure that we'll be able to get to love, and I would like to have more boons. I'm just gonna pay you. I'm just gonna give you stuff here. Here, go get yourself cleaned up. It's not even that much money. Wow, really? Hey, you're all right. You know that? If you ever need anything, you just ask. At the start of each battle, gain 4 defense and 2 temporary power. Okay, that's what a boon looks like. That one's actually good. I'm happy to have paid $50 for that. Alright, now back to all that infiltrating I'm desperately trying to do. You head to the location Falemo mentioned, but as far as you can tell, it's nothing but a desolate patch of swamp. You kick up some moss, looking for signs of buried fires, and eventually you see a small mark scratched into the lichen of a large stone. You lost, Grifter? Her eyes flame when she sees you in the light. You're the one contracting for the Barons! Fair warning, you should leave while you still can. There's going to be a reckoning soon, and nobody will care if you get caught in the crossfire. You're a member of the Rise, then? I don't suppose you'd know where I'd find Calandra this time of night, do you? Well, I'll kill you before I let you get to her bootlicker. Be sure of that. Okay, I could just establish dominance. No, let's use that friendly mustache of ours. Let's take a breath, shall we? Yes, I'm on the payroll, but my loyalties lie with Calandra. Very believable, just extremely believable. Okay, what are we discarding to our sifting coin? Probably... We're not going to need the extra card draw. We have enough stuff to do with this hand, as it is. Oh, you're one of those. That's annoying. Your name is definitely not on my list yet. Okay, I think we just do here Headstrong Rationale, and then... well, we probably save the coin flip until next turn, though, right? This doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. So, I mean, we definitely want to start with the gamble, obviously. There's no way I'm putting 16 damage together here, right? We can do Clear Head to prepare Head Turner nice and early on. I guess I may as well. Rig 2 will prepare this card that was almost already prepared. Do I even want to destroy this? I think I'm just going to try to go to the face here. We're not going to get her this turn, but we're going to get her pretty low this turn and then get her next turn. So do I want to do Promoted Trickery, or do I want to... well, I guess I can't play both of these anyway, right? Yeah, let's pull Trickery. None of these are very exciting. I guess I'll pass 2 actions over to next turn. And then we'll just do this to get some XP on it. Alright, we have an awful lot of actions to find 9 damage here. Although, stuff like this is not helping. So... prepare a card, swap its cost with this card's cost. I guess, actually... yeah, that lets me get a pretty powerful head split off. Which is definitely a winner. Alright, do this for XP. And then... we can't guarantee that this won't end the battle, so I'm a little reluctant to play it. I think we just finish her off with pleasantries. It's good to just get a card leveled up, you know? Alright, what does this turn into? Set the coin and expend, interesting, or gain influence. You know, we don't actually have any sources of influence right now, and eventually, we're going to have green cards that don't automatically max their damage from the coin. Attack 2 random arguments. That does not... Honestly, this doesn't seem worth space in our deck. I don't think any of these actually are any good for us. I'm risking my life to be here, with valuable intel, I might add. Well, if you're on the level... that's a windfall, make no mistake. And this could really make a difference, Pops. I hope you know that. Zambo gestures for your map and makes a quick mark on it. And doesn't even seem to realize how condescending she's being. You won't find Calandra there, as she's too well protected for that. But that's how you can find someone who can vet you. Why, thank you for your trust, such as it is. I mean, it's a start. You find a ramshackle structure hidden in the bog, right where you were expecting. Thinking it best to put a bold foot forward, you barge in. Who the heck is that? I'm looking for Calandra. You heard of her? That's a bad way to deliver that. Drop the act, Granddad. I'm 2 seconds away from blasting you back to wherever you came from. I don't feel like I'm that old. Explain yourself, now. I work with the Spark Barons, but I find them distasteful. I'm here to offer my services. And you expect us to trust you? Well, of course not. That's why I've come bearing gifts. You hand over the intel. Fleckfist's eyes grow wide when he reads it. I'm gonna need some time to go over this. How about this? I send you out on a job while I check this info. When you come back, if you come back, maybe then you can talk to the boss. The Barons are moving some spark through the bog at night. Go help Arise Cell capture it. Okay. And again, the game's trying to give me a graft early. I did not realize we would have this many opportunities to pick up a graft on the first day. This whole boss graft strategy, maybe not so good. The Barons move spark through the bog at night, thinking the darkness protects them. It does not. We are the bog. One of our cells is ready to strike, but they're down a fighter. You go make sure they succeed. I think he wanted that "we are the bog" thing to sound cool. I'm not sure that works. Alright, I can do this. Now go do it. Alright, like Falemo said, totally cool with a couple of casualties. Oh hey, and Viren's here. What's up, my friend? Do you have fun stuff? Apply 5 burn to all enemies. That's exciting. And it has replenish. There is no reason not to pick this up, and it's nice and cheap. I think that plays well with our strategy. This also has replenish. It would be like all of my money, though. And it's good, but it does cost 2 actions. I'm not gonna... Let's not pick that one up. Alright, let's go ambush some people. A Jake nervously approaches you. Hey, do you want to make a quick buck? You just hold this package for me. I'll pay you 100 shills. What's in the package? It's better if you don't know. Just don't let them find it on you, alright? Come on, man, I don't have time for this. I mean, this is gonna get us in trouble, right? I love 100 shills, but if this was worth 100 shills, she would not be offering that much. Something very dangerous is going on here. What are you running from? There's a Baron patrol coming around the corner any second now. They'll search me for sure. I mean, I'm a Jake. But you look respectable enough. It's the little tiny cape that does it. Come on, man, I don't have time for this. Alright, I'm willing to get in trouble for money. Alright, I'll do it. Oh, thank Hesh. Here. You hide the package just as the Baron patrol rounds the corner. Out of the way, Grifter. We've got a smuggler to deal with. I don't have anything, you rent-a-cop. Telomere searches Brash and comes up empty. Oh, her name... I didn't even notice that her name is Brash. That's a very good name. Ha! Told you. Now, you're next, Grifter. Empty your pockets. I'm gonna just employ a little bit of that golden mustache. Now, that's not really necessary, now is it? Okay, 2 stacks of Flustered to start off. That's pretty cool. Boy, we sure are opening on Tails a lot lately. Well, so we're gonna do Headstrong Rationale and then flip our coin. And then once we've done that, The 2 bluffs are free, so we get to play head turner. I'm going to drop this, I think. This is the card I least want to play out of the things we have access to here. So let's rig that. Okay, opening the blacklist is definitely interesting. I don't even really want to draw all these cards. I just want to prepare head turner. And then we probably do just blacklist, right? This is a name that is not on our list. Just keep growing the number. And there's no reason to call it again, so let's just pass. Alright, taking my stuff hostage. So, with no rigging, head split's a little risky. Let's see if Promoted Trickery can help us out on that one. No such luck. Boosted options. Show me a card that rigs. Alright. Is that the right one? I guess so. So we're looking at rigged pleasantries into a coin flip into head split. Oops, hold on, that's the wrong card. I don't know, that is what I want to do. I sort of want to just play the Grumble to get rid of it. Does this is lethal, right? Because it'll do 5, and then 3 overflow, and then 2 overflow. Do I want to just finish this? We're not really in much danger here. I think I am, in fact, going to just play the Grumble. Because I just want to get it leveled up. Especially, I would love it if we could get it into a, turn it into one of those things that's very powerful when you play it and then it destroys itself. That would be lovely. Okay, and we can still totally win here. So, head split blows up all of your arguments and gives me... It doesn't do nearly as much total damage, though. So it's going to get down to 4, and then, okay, we do have lethal off of that. So, yeah, gamble. Quote-unquote gamble. Alright, let's play the bluff for XP. Oh, I hit my max hand size there. Play clear head, prep head turner. And then, is there... No, I want to just get the XP on head turner. Let's just end the thing. Because that was going to end up being a fair amount of damage. Alright, there it is. Lucid Grumble. Grumble real good one time and then blow this card up. Excellent. And do we want a third head split? Probably not. Yeah, you're right. You don't fit the description. You should watch yourself, Brash. I know I will be. Watching yourself, not myself, yourself. Yes, when I say it to you, you have to turn around. You know what I mean. Alright, Brash loves me. It turns out it's really easy to make friends in Grout Bog. 20 shield discount from shopkeepers is excellent. That's a real good boon. I am not going to extort Brash. I am happy making friends. Thanks for that. I'm late enough with this delivery already. Brash heaves the package and carries on her way. So yeah, we got a boon plus $100 for basically doing nothing there. I'm into it. Now let's go commit a murder. You find the ambush spot and the rise cell that's waiting there. The robot voice, intruder detected. I don't have a good robot voice. Wait, who is that? Fleckfist sent me. Said you need some help. Oh man, do I ever. We're a bit, understaffed here. Golth gestures at a fellow Rise member's corpse stuffed unceremoniously behind a bush. Hey, I have a question. What happened to that person? We weren't friends. I barely knew him. He was trying to adjust the Cobblebot here, and it just went off. The robot killed him? I'm not sure these things are worth the trouble. I have questions about that. Then, where did you get this robot? We liberated it from the last patrol that we hit. It mostly works. Until it goes off and kills someone. Like I said, it mostly works. So what are we ambushing here? Probably just a couple barons. They keep the transport caravans small to avoid attention. Any chance we could resolve that without a fight? Probably not. There's a bounty on us, Rise, so they're going to be gunning for that once they see us. Okay, pretty straightforward then. I guess let's just do this ambush. Making me very nervous, Robot Man. Oh, be careful what you say around this thing. You hide and wait for your target. It doesn't take long. Something's not right here. Select all, said very menacingly. Drop the loot and reach for the sky, barons. And why should we do that? I think we can handle the likes of you. So Rasma will dislike us either way. I mean, I'm pretty good on resolve. Yeah, let's just go for the intimidate. Our deck's not very intimidation-y, but you know, it's still the first day. The enemies are easy. Yeah, I'd do what he says if I were you. You point out the Rise corpse. The last person to cross him didn't get off lightly. Alright, so the deal with Intimidated. Intimidated causes hostility cards to deal bonus damage, and you remove a stack of it whenever you play a non-hostility card. So basically, Intimidate's just going to be nothing for us, and in a lot of cases it's going to be a blank card that's crapping up our hand. Fortunately, we draw a lot of stuff, and we have the sifting coin, so I think we'll be alright. Draw one additional card every second turn. I guess that's helpful, thanks. Boy, what do we want to do? Let's start by drawing 2 cards, I suppose. Okay, there we go. There's my blacklist. We do not have a way of protecting this card. Alright, I'm gonna save my Lucid Grumble for a little bit later. Once we actually have some stacks of Intimidated, it might be good, right? So we don't have a fix. We can't guarantee that Head Split's going to do any damage. I think I'm just going to play Bad Pleasantries because it levels up. And hold both the coin flips. Alright, so this would be a good time for a Grumble. Unfortunately, it's just sitting there in my deck somewhere. Right, it is in, yeah. Well, I suppose let's do some trickery. These are purple cards, though. Purple cards do deplete the effectiveness. Let's discard... I think I do want Headstrong Rationale, actually. I'm not going to play Clear Head. I'm not going to play most of this stuff. Alright, let's do that. Rig Heads once, and then I'm just going to play this Grumble for leveling. Or maybe I play Head Turner. Yeah, our deck has an unusual number of hostility cards in it, so this is actually really annoying. Let's level up Head Turner. And I do not think we are in a position yet that bears the use of our Flourish. Oh no! I call it. I need that. And of course, cannot find the Destroy Grumble when we actually would need it. Okay, so that nukes all of the stacks of Intimidate, sadly. So we do a rig and we just head split here, right? Let's just blow this up. If we do boosted head split, we just defeat her right now. If I do normal head split, she ends up at 6. I have no idea how much more stuff is left in this day. So I'm trying to like gauge how much resolve I think we need to store versus how much we can afford to how much setup we can afford to do. I think I'm gonna throw up some extra rigging here. We'll prepare, I mean, whatever. Doesn't matter. We'll play the other head split. Blow up all that stuff, and then... I may as well play this bluff, even though playing this bluff doesn't do anything. Well, okay, hold on. Does it... Our Lucid Grumble is in the deck. I actually don't want to draw that. I want to let Intimidates happen, and then... I would like to play that Lucid Grumble here and get rid of it. Took a lot of damage for it, though. Head Split would kill us, or would potentially kill her. Yeah, okay, if we're gonna... Maybe I don't blow it up yet, then? Nah, let's just get rid of it. We could hold on to it and, like, wait for a more appropriate moment, but honestly, I just want to get rid of it. So, 2 extra damage off of Head Turner or draw a card. I think I like draw a card. Gain 1 action and draw a card lets you get out of a lot of weird situations. Prepare versus set coin. I don't even think that is a very difficult one. I love being able to prepare stuff. And again, we're just seeing kind of a lot of low tier cards. I think we're going to be skipping a lot of this kind of stuff. Do what they say. The Barons unload the spark they were carrying. Now, let us go, right? That's part of the deal. Oh, they've seen our faces. We have to finish them off. That seems harsh. Correct, but harsh. We should probably have, like, worn masks or something. It is, but it has to be done. If I convince Golf to let the survivors go, it would probably undo Razma's dislike, right? He's super right, though. If we do let them go, I'm sure he's in for a pretty rough go of things. I mean, well, like he said, all Rise have bounties on them as it is. It's not like them knowing that he did this is going to make his life any worse. It's already... He's already not able to show his face. Yeah, alright, let's just try to talk about this. Yeah, maybe having a couple of friends on the other side is worth the risk. And what a surprise! She thinks this is a really good point that I'm making. That's a very annoying thing to have happened. First card played at the start of your turn is played twice. That is a pretty good buff. Do we want to... I think I'm just going to do Promoted Trickery then. So... And then we already have some rigs set up. I don't think we need this. But I also don't think we need Boosted Sleight, so I guess I'm just going to do Carryover. Maybe next turn gets to be a really big one. Alright, that was a pretty good draw. So, we flip... We probably just flip into Cordial Pleasantries, right? I don't know that it needs to be any more complicated than that. Oh, bad time to draw the blacklist. Yeah, well, not much for it. And then I'm going to play this bluff even though it's not good, just for the XP. Ow. Golf is feeling pretty unconvinced. Okay, this is a good time for some blacklist. That's a really nice buff to have around. I kind of wish we could have this member of the Spark Barons following us around all the time. Another head turner, another clear head. I honestly don't think we need any more of these sort of like low yield cards. Although, if you're doing things right, head turner is just free damage, right? If you get it to gain an action, draw a card, then it's a totally free card that does cool stuff. Yeah, all right. Maybe you can't have too many of these. Maybe you're right. I won't forget this. Thank you. I hope we don't end up regretting that. I'll clean up. You can go. Okay, Razma did go back to indifferent. Hooray. Look at all this relationship management we're doing up here. It's so weird to actually be liked. Oh, the ambush was a success. And we will not turn down a good graft, I suppose. That said, I don't think any of these are good. I suppose, actually, Pocket Bomb is kind of neat. We go through our deck very quickly, and it's still quite small. We just have a lot of card draw. Maybe I do want Pocket Bomb. It's only going to be every few turns, though. Yeah, you know what?
That's simple.
I will decline. I will still try to take home like a boss graft. I don't remember. There might not be a boss at the end of this day, though. I might be turning that one down for nothing. Before Fleckfist can voice any more disapproval, Calandra enters the room. It's clear she's the leader by the way Fleckfist rolls back his shoulders, trying to undo years of backbreaking labor. Her eyes lock heavily on yours, and she steps forward, fearless. Enough with the third degree. I want to meet the turncoat. Give us the room, everyone. I'll take it from here. The room empties, and you're left alone with an eager Calandra, who turns to you with a glint in her eye. Nice to meet you face to face, Rook. I have to say, one day in the bog, you've already made some progress. I have it on good authority that Falemo is very pleased to have finally gotten you on site. Falemo often gives mixed signals, but yes, he has me on payroll. Old friends and comrades, reunited by the threat of a labor union. I went to him first, as your letter proposed. Excellent cipher, by the way. I take naturally to this cloak and dagger stuff. Right, well, I won't pretend I trust you completely. I mean, I did hire you to spy, after all. Ah, yes, and I'm to look for... what was it again? That'll come later. For now, just stay on Falemo's good side. Falemo thinks you're spying on me. We can't give him any indication that it's the other way around. But I want you to check in with me every day. For what I'm paying you, you should make time for both. As you like. Calandra leaves you to your ruminations. It's been a long day, and it seems like tomorrow will be even longer. Okay, so maybe we are actually just done for the day. Well, okay, so we're liked by a couple of people. One of them is going to turn into a love at the beginning of the next day. We could go to the Mysterious Gambler, or we could get a card from our friend Brash. Apply 5 composure. I mean, this doesn't seem all that good. I do appreciate the flavor text. But let's see about this. You see a Kradeshi trying to get the attention of the crowd. Step right up. Test your luck. Disinterested workers stream past him, too absorbed with their own troubles to take on his. And what are you selling here, friend? Oh, you startled me, Grifter. Nobody ever stops to talk to me here in the bog. But to business, yes. I am offering a moment's respite from the drudgery of daily life. There's a hungry glint in Krog's eyes that you recognize from many a mirror. Test your luck with my game of chance. You might just win. The kid's fingers twitch nervously, anticipating the grift. What game are you offering here? The ancient and noble game of the Kradeshi kings and queens of old. The storied pastime of pampered aristocrats and dashing rogues. A contest of danger and wits and... You're gonna toss that coin up in the air and let me guess how it lands, right? Oh, you've played before. Excellent. Yeah, I have in fact played a game like this once or twice. Sure, I'm in. Sounds good to me. Show me what you got. Alright, keep your eye on the coin. Here we go. Alright. He kind of showed it to me, but he called it... Your practice eye tells you that the coin is weighted to come up heads. So, the question is, do I call heads here? Just like, you know, fleece him. Call heads like several times in a row. Or do I call snails and then, like... My suspicion is if you call the coin wrong, you can probably call him out on the fact that it's weighted. We might be able to do it either way. I'm gonna do heads. Yeah, you win. Oh, you're on a hot streak. You should go double or nothing. Apparently I only have one option here. Your technique's good, but not great. Heads. Snails. Heads. You can keep it up all day if you use your wrist properly. Listen, man, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make enough to get back to Murder Bay. You're going back to Murder Bay on purpose. So, Krog's weighted coin comes up heads 90% of the time, which is kind of cool for our deck, except for the fact that we have all of this rigging. We don't really need to do that. I could just give Krog $50 to get back to Murder Bay. You know what? Sure. Friends. Here, a donation. Wow. Really? Why? Don't make me think too hard about it or I might change my mind. Now, be more careful with your flips, Krog. Ha! Will do, sir. Krog scuttles off, pockets full of fresh new shills. Again, it wasn't even that much money. Okay, I bet we'll make back the 50 off of this. Well, apparently we're going to just be extremely good at buying stuff. And here we have a dead drop. But of course, it could never be that simple. Hey, you want to buy some robotics? I assure you, they're of the highest quality. The highest quality in Grout Bog, anyway. I do kind of want to buy some robotics. A cool auto dog. Oh, man. Hold on, I want to ask you some questions about this dog. Robotic dog? What's the catch? Is it broken? No, it's in perfect condition. It'll be fiercely loyal to you. Just don't ask where it came from. I mean, I'm into that. We have all this money. I could use a robot dog. What can I say? I'm a sucker for animals. Right, animals. Well, it's all yours. Binary is a good name for a robotic dog. I'm into it. You arrive at the dead drop. It's much like all the others around Havaria. Empty, but full of anticipation. You jot down a few notes about the rise and the spark barons and shove the wax envelope into the sealed canister. If you were any less experienced, you wouldn't notice the sudden silence as someone approaches behind you. You're well out of the shallows, Hessian. If you're looking for the cult's secrets, I'm retired. I don't trade in those anymore. No? Secrets are the only things the heretics here accept as currency. Is that why you followed me here? It has nothing to do with you, Gorgula. So apparently I am familiar with this person. You remember the old times, Our memories are all our masters let us keep for ourselves. You say the words, but you know Gorgula too well to hold any real hope that she'd neglect her duty. So, yeah, boss fight. We can, in fact, get away with murder here, and also, I have a sick dog. But let's try intimidation first. It's interesting that this says intimidate, but we don't have the intimidation notifier. You know, there was a time when we could find common ground, even in the darkest days. Alright, so we can apply a stack of defect to Gorgula for the real fight, for each fear we destroy. This is similar to a battle that we did before. I guess I'll drop this. Because I think I want to keep my rigs. Alright, we'll prepare you. And then we'll head split. Alright, so this is just going to keep spawning new versions of this thing with more and more HP. Well, we may as well put up another stack of rigging. And this just lets us gamble 5 times, which in our deck's current state is just draw 5 cards, basically. Well, it's not going to be draw 5. There's no way we'll have 5 rigs, but you know, it's mostly drawing cards. It doesn't actually affect the table too much. When this argument is destroyed, deal 3 damage to the owner's core argument and spawn 2 new moments of weakness. Oh, that's very annoying. You know what? Let's draw cards first. Okay, that's kind of what I was looking for. So let's make sure we get that done. Although, we do have Visionary Head Turner. There's no way that it's... Nothing we draw is going to give us more actions, right? Nothing we draw is going to be action positive. So it's like we can play Promoted Trickery and just hope for a Composure card, and then we'd be able to follow up with Head Turner into Blacklist, which is powerful. If we don't get the Composure, it's maybe going to put this in kind of a weird spot here. Oof. Alright, well, that didn't turn out so well. Because now we have to choose between the blacklist and restoring ourselves. Alright, I'm just going to take this. Boosted bank, we'll blow this all the way up. And then I really do think we want to take names here. We're probably never going to see this character again, so this is a unique opportunity to do that. And then I don't think we bother playing the Visionary Bluff unless we're trying to cycle these cards out for other things. Like, do we want to put ourselves in a position where we're redrawing? You know what? I think we do. I think we want to get through this deck as fast as possible here. Plus, I guess it lets me get some XP on that. See, she's acting unconvinced. I think we're getting somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna get murdered. It's a problem. We do not have the ability to stop this from killing me, I don't think. Right, because that's gonna deal 3 damage to me, plus 2 overflow damage. So no, okay, I guess Headstrong Rationale does make us not lose immediately. Then we do a head split. And at this point, I think we have to just be going straight to the boss's head every time. It's a shame that we're not going to be able to get Visionary Head Turner to do the thing we wanted to do. Yeah, there's just no way to prep it. So do I want to do 4 damage or 3 damage plus get like an extra rig? It's probably that one, right? I have concerns. I think that this is maybe not going to go the way we wanted. We have 3 stacks of the debuff. Oh wait, does that? I thought I was at 6 and about to take 3 plus 2. Did I do bad math there? Well, would you really do me in now, Gorgula, just because I happen to be in Spark Baron territory? As if anything you do is just by chance. You're here for a reason, I'm sure of it, and I can't let it happen. Yep, and now we are disadvantaged. That was not good. I thought I was going to be at 1 at the end of that. Okay, so whenever she hits us, we gain 2 charge. That's cool. And she doesn't really have a lot of other mechanics going on. We do not have a source of burn just yet. Well, I'm going to hit the crank here. And then we're at least going to do a whole lot of damage this turn. Do I want to hit her again, or do I want to hunker down on our Robo-Dog? Because I don't want our Robo-Dog to die. And I'm a little concerned about the amount of damage that's being put out here. What does our Battle Flourish do? Just 8 damage to all enemies. I mean, it's fine. I guess let's take advantage of the temporary power. Okay, I do think that Fuel Canister is a perfectly fine play. We're also going to apply the Accelerant. Why fight an enemy when I can just let fire fight the enemy for us? And I'm a little worried about the health on the Autodog, but I'm also super worried about the health on my entire face. We're kind of in a damage race here. Okay, 2 points of wound from the dog. That's pretty good. Oh. Grants lockbox and 68 shells after the fight if killed. It's got 14 health. And it's only going to be around for 3 turns. Well, you know what? If we can keep enough fire going, the fire might do what we need. Ah, this is unfortunate. I was really hoping for some more ways to start fires. Alright, still planning to hit me. Do I just kick her? I think I just kick her. Maybe I just kick the treasure. You know what? I'm still worried, but also... because now this is 8 damage to all enemies, so if we get that off, it will set this off. What's going on? My charge cells are malfunctioning. Take 2 damage per charge cell at the end of your turn. That's bad. That's very bad for us. And we have the thing that gains us charge now. Alright, I need to apply defense to myself. And then just... damage and flourish. Okay, so we got some loot. And it sure looks like we're gonna survive. I am a little bit on fire, but you know, so's the boss. Alright, so she picked up a point of evasion there. That's unfortunate, because we don't... okay, I mean... she's just gonna dodge this. But that lets us land an actually pretty powerful kick. Okay, even at minimum damage, that was enough, thanks to the very good work from our very good friend Binary. So do I kill this assassin from my old life? You know, the way we're playing Rook here is very not murderous, and it may well be the case that, like, the reason there are still people from his old life following him around and coming back is because he has just been a not very murderous person the whole time, so it feels in character to accept the surrender. That's where I'm at with that. We get some shills, we get some resolve, which I'm sure we don't need. We got that lockbox. When this card's effect is triggered the specified number of times it is destroyed and a special event occurs. So this'll hatch if we play it 4 times. And in the meantime, we'll just hit people with it because it's a big, heavy object. Sounds good to me. Let's level up that kick. Draw a card or... ooh, Kikoshe is a very good name for this card. So we can use this to apply a point of Kikoshe and then hit the opponent with it, and it'll bounce the attack onto someone else. I do think that's probably a little bit better than draw a card on a thing that costs 2 actions to play. Fun battle card? Spend charge, deal 2 bonus damage per empty cell, kind of exactly the opposite of what we're doing. Now Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke is our kind of card. Yeah, let's take that. And obviously Brute is the wrong color, but I do love the art. Really lets you know what's going on here. The Helmet. While this is in your hand, apply 3 composure to a random argument whenever you prepare a card. Oh. We might actually get good value out of that. We're sort of headed in that direction, right? And this is going to cause us to flip some coins a bunch. So it's probably mostly going to turn out to be, you know, draw a couple of cards. I don't necessarily think that's amazing for us. I want the helmet. Let's do the helmet thing. Come now, old friend. Surely this has gone on long enough. If I walk away now, it's Tahesh's judgment. Surely you know that's worse than whatever fate you could deal me. Alright, and we're just going to not respond to that, apparently. So, gain 1 action at the start of your turn, but when installed, 2 random people will hit you. Does feel kind of out of step with what we're doing. Reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1 until played. Probably pretty good. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn, but all diplomacy cards deal 50% less damage. Damn it. That would have been a really good card for our last Sal run. I guess I'm going to take the Interior Drill, and it's going to upgrade immediately. The boosted Interior Drill has been resolved. Or has been installed. So now, it might make the blacklist actually free. This definitely incentivizes us to take some more expensive cards. I had to say, I'm not terribly excited about how that really worked out, though. Alright, I'm letting you go. Wait, hold on. Tell me, how did you know I was here? You were only a shadow on the Rentorian side of the border. Once you came back, you were followed by paperwork. Shame that the Admiralty cut you loose after all you did for them. So it goes. It took a while to figure out who you were working for now, but once I did, well, they sure like to get their reports, don't they? So, Rook is kind of double-crossing Falemo, but also is playing a double or triple, or maybe that makes it a quintuple cross on everybody involved for some other employer outside of the bog. I'm actually really curious to know how this story ends, because, like I said, I've not seen the back half of it. Yeah, I'm gonna let her go. I suppose so, but that will at least be of your own making. This line was supposed to follow the Hesh's judgment thing. May you keep to the shallows, as much as you're able. Gorgula disappears into the trees, dragged along by the will of her god. Well, maybe I'm gonna regret that, but it feels in character. Okay, I think this is maybe a good time to go ahead and end the day. So one of these people will be upgraded to love. We'll get some more boons. I'm feeling pretty good about all these upgrades. How about that room you promised? I'll go wake up the cockroaches. Ah, charming. Hubble shows you to your room. Okay, so I don't know anything about Smith. I've never played Smith at all, and we will get there, but I need to know what happens at the end of Rook's story first. Your bed calls to you. Thanks to your dead drop, you cast aside your thoughts of the day's events. Sleep finds you easily. Okay. I was a little tiny bit wounded by that last battle, but we managed to figure things out. I'm actually really curious who's going to get upgraded to love here. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Falemo loves you. At the start of every negotiation, gain either 3 influence or 3 dominance chosen randomly. Well, sometimes that's gonna... Honestly, it's not even that good for us. Influence doesn't do that much in our deck right now, but that might not be the case forever, right? It's just, at the moment, most of our cards max out their damage off of our coin. You wake up, ready to further your intrigue here in Grout Bog. But, not right now. That is going to be where we're going to call it for today, and thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, more intrigue, and maybe we'll actually figure out what the hell's going on. And we'll see you then.